I've been fascinated with growing my nails all my life. And I've been growing my nails for over 20 years. People ask me all the time what made me grow them. Actually, I don't have a reason why I grew them. And, I just kept growing them. My fingernails are 20 inches to 26 inches long. Sometimes my nails do hurt because they're so long and they have acrylic on the top and they have a thin layer of acrylic underneath. So that does make them a little heavier. So sometimes the weight does bother me. I'm not gonna say that it doesn't because I would be lying to you. And I love Tammy Taylor because it's manageable, it's easy to apply. And with these type of nails, that's what I need, something I can do fast. Then I buff it and it's good. I'm gonna just show you guys something so y'all can quit asking us this stupid question. How do we eat? Okay, is this what you supposedly you think I eat like this? Let me see, how would I do that? Let's see here. Is this how I would do it? Is this how I would do it? Eat? Oh my God, how am I gonna put it in my mouth? That's not how we eat. We eat just like you do. We use a fork or a spoon, whatever it calls for. This is what we use. Just like you do. I do things at my own pace. It may take me a little longer than the average person would because of my nails, but I get it done. And people always ask me, well, how do you use your cell phone? Well, using my cell phone is very simple to me, When I type, I usually use the side of my thumb. See?
People are amazed when I tell them I can talk backwards and completely blown away when I do it.
Yo!
7 years ago.
I was reading the best net, rocks rough, 7 years ago.
Whoa, that is amazing.
People give me requests for really hard words. Here's an example, anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
One thing that people like to challenge me to say is, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood backwards? And that is, how
much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Not only can I read backwards and talk backwards, but I can also sing backwards, and that really throws people for a loop. The
summer wind came blowing in from across the sea.
Okay, let's spice it up with some Missy Elliott now. This serve your nipple not yet. This throat is it?
Is it worth it? Let me work it. Let my feet down, flip it and reverse it.
That was pretty good. When you talk backwards, you really have to work on enunciating the words and the vowels and the plosives and the consonants just right. And you also have to have the cadence just right. For example, Apple Incorporated.
Apple Incorporated.
So my brain is able to do all of these functions all at once. And this is what blows people's minds. In fact, it even blows my mind.
What? Oh my goodness.
One thing that's super funny is eye tricks. Sometimes I walk in the store, act like an iRobot.
So yeah, I've been learning new tricks with my eyes. Been popping them both out. Been learning how to just pop one out. Pop that left one out, like Popeye the Sailor, man.
I think I'm in Hollywood right now. Comes to Hollywood and they know I gotta
Check me out on Instagram, King of Swagger. Y'all can also.
Man, I love popping my eyes out, man. Like people get a kick out of it. It's so abnormal to people. They don't really know how to react to it. Some people are weirded out with it, by it.
Nice car. Oh my God. See, man, Chefboybonez, you gonna see me one of those, man. With like 3 of them Fingernails like that.
When I go out now, people around town, they recognize me for sure.
Marshmallow room, you take pictures. I've seen you before. I've seen you. Oh my God, I've seen you with some of the.
Some people ask for pictures, it's crazy.
That's funny. Chefboybonez out here, man. You already know we rockin' Hollywood.
I love doing it, man, randomly, like just being out in public, restaurants, just walking down the street. I just randomly pop my eyes on people.
Just be Chick-fil-A. Be careful. It'll make your eyes pop out.
Anybody out there that has any type of gift, man, don't be afraid to express yourself. Because there's a lot of people out there who have so many great talents who are afraid to express themselves. Me, I was one of those people, honestly, you know, not really knowing how people would accept me or how the world would accept me, and just really having enough courage, I would say, just to believe in yourself and not really care what people think, you know, because everybody's weird in their own type of way. So, you know, just be weird and be you. And I think being you is the best thing you can do.
Yo, man, I'm Chefboybonez. You're tuned in with the Wizard of Odd TV, and there's never a dull moment in Hollywood.
Welcome to Pony Play. Ready, set, go! Yeah! Today we're out here having a pony play competition where people compete in events and classes just the same as real horses do.
Get it! Get it! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Get it, girl! Get it! Get it!
These events are very competitive. Just like a regular horse show event, we end up with some crashes and wrecks. People go down over the jumps. The competition gets pretty crazy sometimes.
I'm gonna beat you so hard.
This is the blindfold obstacle course. Ponies are going to be blindfolded. They're going to be hitched to a cart, and their handler's going to have to guide them through the course. If they cause any faults, they'll lose points, and we're about to see them get their first go at it.
When I'm doing pony play, I'm pretty free and wild. I kick the cart, fight with the handler, you know, and really just try to give them a really hard time. So they really have to try to keep us to obey, but it usually doesn't work in their favor. Step up. I really just fall into that space, and I'm a pony when I do that. So I'm free, I run around, I gallop, I jump, I snort, I whinny, and I nuzzle, and I get the head scratches.
It's a pony. That will always be my favorite part.
Hey, where you at? Where you at? Grab it! Where you at?
Right here!
It's a good one. It's a good one, man. Get ready. Shit goes south, you got my back.
Yeah, holy.
I don't know if this is the one, but it's a good looking snake. And this ain't no small one. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit.
What? Keep rolling. That's what it's all about right here. This thing right here, to get this big, I don't even want to think about how many animals it's eaten. This right here is the problem. This right here is why everything's getting out of the Everglades. Look at the size of this thing. This is at least a 16-foot snake. God damn, this thing's strong. Whew. Believe it or not, this snake's actually really skinny. It should be twice as big as this, big around. It almost looks like, yeah, it's a female. This snake just came off the nest. What they do is they lay nest and they'll sit on it until the eggs hatch. And as soon as the eggs hatch, they leave the nest and they go search for their first meal. I got her before she got her first meal, thank God. Woo! Look at this fucking monster. One more out the glades. You big bitch. That's what it's all about, boys, right here. This thing's easily over 100 pounds. Easily. All right, so I'm gonna need your help bagging this thing, Travis.
All right.
She's wrapping up on me.
All right, I'm gonna grab the bag.
Yeah. Ah, she's crushing my leg.
Oh shit.
So we had a real epic night tonight. We got a couple good snakes. We got the big one we came for. I'm really glad I followed up on this and we came out here. But this is my home, you know. This is how I make my living. I make my living off of wildlife, and I was born and raised in it. And it's, you guys wouldn't believe what driving 4 nights in that truck, staring at the ground in the middle of the swamp will do to you. Getting eaten up by mosquitoes, and it'll drive you freaking crazy, man. So, you know, it's something you gotta love. It's something you gotta have a real personal mission. For me, that's saving the Everglades.
I think we should call it a night maybe after that one there, bud. The leg bleeding, dripping wet.
Ain't no joke wrestling one that big, I'm telling you right now. Whew! That's what separates the men from the boys. I'm ready for some sleep and cold ice Yeti. Let's get out of here.
Please subscribe to the Wizard of Odd TV.